Welcome back. We're talking good nutrition throughout this month, and we all know it's a battle to get your kids to eat healthy. Here with a few sneaky tips, our super mom, Taylor Galbraith. Welcome back, Sherry.
Thanks, good to be here.
You have a very interesting find right here, and I have to say, I'm already becoming a fan.
Yeah, this has been handed down from mom to mom, and then
to mom.
to mom to mom. There's a few of them in there, and so while Noah isn't ready to take on all the foods that this talks about, I struggled immensely with Aaron, trying to get him to eat anything healthy, in him, especially once he hit that 8 through teenage phase. So
I bet.
This has some really cool ways to get them, to get those vegetables snuck in there.
I like that.
And it all kind of starts with purees. You just have to puree and freeze a bunch of different things, like avocados and butternut squash and cauliflower, beets. I mean, there's all these things you puree, and then you can put them in. You can put half a cup of cauliflower in your scrambled eggs.
Really?
They can't know. They don't even notice it's in there. They get all that extra vitamin C.
I think I was reading there was some spinach brownies in there.
Yes.
I said, wow. I mean, I'm sure you probably can't taste the spinach.
No. And one of the moms that passed this down to me was my sister-in-law, and she said she truly could not tell that these things were present, and it was nice to get them in there. Mm-hmm. The book also has some neat tricks, you know, how kids kind of freak out over the grainy look and whole grain bread.
Weird textures, not a big fan.
I don't want to see those little brown specks in there. So she talks about just covering it, camouflaging it with a little bit of powdered sugar you sprinkle on top of it.
Really?
So yes, it's not this whole kind of nutritional, totally go granola way. There's a lot of that in there, but there's also just some realistic ways to just get the food to be palatable, what they're used to looking at. And
so
and
do you trick your husband then with this?
No, I don't have to. Fortunately, he is totally on board. And so when we come to this deal, that's one of the things you have to make sure the whole family's on board. Well, the kids don't have to be on board. They don't have to know.
That's right.
But the parents have to. So if, you wrinkle up your nose as a dad when mom puts something on the table, it's like French toast that's got pureed butternut squash in it because it's a little pink.
So Deceptively Delicious, I like the title. This is Jessica Seinfeld married to
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'm sure it's kind of funny as well.
It is. There's humor in there. It talks about their 3 kids, and they have their own little parts and little quotes from them on how they feel about these different foods and whether or not they, that they can't even tell. So
yeah. So you're an avid fan of this book. What other tips can you give to parents out there to be a little sneakier?
I'd say start them early.
Start early, okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably harder to work into your process if they're already 8, 9, 10. They start looking, they start wanting to help, they see what's going into it, and all they have to do is know, and then you're sunk.
The second they know, wait a minute, that's healthy, I don't want that.
That's right, you're not sneaking that avocado into my food anywhere. So start early. Again, I said make sure that both parents are on board so that everybody can support it. And don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid because it sounds strange that it might not taste good.
Yeah, you might not even taste it.
True, and if you fail, if one's a disaster, it's okay.
That will happen, bound to happen.
Yes, it's happened to me several times. In fact, my husband, thank goodness for him, he's liked more meals that I've made than I have. There's things that I'll make that I'll say, this is never coming to the house again. And he'll say, it wasn't that bad.
It was okay. All right, so be sneaky and start early.
Be sneaky, start early, get on board.
All right, well, thank you so much, Supermom Sherry.
Thank you.